Welcome to this week's Interruption. Stones of Remembrance. While laying in the hospital, Laura and I were reminiscing on all the things that God had done in our life, everything from financial to emotional to physical to spiritual. It was right before my surgery, and we actually had a very calm peace, and we know where that came from. But she mentioned that, we need to have a stone of remembrance for this. We need to have something that when we get past all this, we can show the next generation, say, hey, remember this, and this is how God was in control through everything. So she contacted a lady named Jillian Timberlake, who had came to our church once before and did a class explaining that how when God puts broken pieces back together, they're always stronger. Her ministry is Streams of Gold, and it's the story of piecing together memories from the past to discover lessons in the present. So when we go to the Word of God here, Deuteronomy chapter 27, verses 1 and 2, says, And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded people, saying, Keep all the commandments which I command you this day, and it shall be on the day when you shall pass over the Jordan to the land which the Lord your God gives you, that you shall set up for yourselves great stones and plaster them with plaster. Then we turn over to Joshua. Joshua chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. And it came to pass, when all the people were clean, passed over the Jordan, and the Lord spoke to Joshua, saying, Take you 12 men out of the people, out of every tribe of man, and command them, saying, Take you hence out of the midst of Jordan, out of the place where the priest's feet stood firm, 12 stones, and you shall carry them over with you, and leave them in the lodging place where you shall lodge this night. Joshua called the 12 men whom he had prepared of the children of Israel, out of every tribe of man. And Joshua said to them, Pass over before the ark of the Lord your God into the midst of the Jordan, and take you up, every man of you, a stone upon his shoulder, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, that this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What do these stones mean? Then you shall answer them, that the waters of the Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it is passed over Jordan, the waters of Jordan were cut off, and these stones shall be for a memorial to the children of Israel forever. And then we get over here to Joshua chapter 24, verse 24, starting verse 24. And the people said to Joshua, The Lord our God will we serve, and his voice will we obey. Joshua made a covenant with the people that day, and set them a statute and an ordinance in Shechem. Joshua wrote these words in the book of the law of God, and took a great stone, and set it up there under an oak that was by the sanctuary of the Lord. Joshua said to all the people, Behold, this stone shall be a witness to us, for it has heard all the words of the Lord which he spoke to us. It shall be therefore a witness to you, lest you deny your God. Then we get over to the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 7, verses 12. Then Samuel took a stone, set it in between Mizpah and Shin, and called the name of it Ebenezer, saying, Thus far has the Lord helped us. Each of these situations in biblical times was very important, because God knew the people would forget him when times are really good. So he had the leaders build stones of remembrance. This is what Miss Jillian came up with for my wife Laura. This is our stone of remembrance for what we went through and how God got us through it. So anytime somebody looks at this and says, What is that? Perfect opportunity to tell them. Say, hey, this is how God was faithful to us. But as a reminder, God had the leaders build stones of remembrance, not as a trophy to boast their accomplishment, but as a reminder of how God was there and what he did. What better way to witness to the next generation? Tell a story and ended with, here's how God was faithful. No matter how bad things seem, are we looking for God in everything? Because He's always there. Until next time.